Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Nolan Ryan, singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Number 4 stands in now and watches strike one.
First pitch, 105.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. One up, one down.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one's in there, 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the left fielder, number 0. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground. Mattingly on the run, sends it over to first, and he'll be safe at first.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Number 1, the next to hit, takes outside. He swings and fouls one off.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Kicks and fires. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Angels strand one. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark. And on the mound in this one, Tyler Anderson.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And stepping in for the Yankees, number 50. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And he deals. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely remarkable. At the plate, Derek Jeter. There's a swing and a drive. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Batting third, the second baseman, John Mattingly.
And now, Don Mattingly. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubble gum.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! He sends it out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now it's going to be Ricky Henderson. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's at third with one away. That's a triple.
Waste no time there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa, second in the AL in home runs. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's carrying. And forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Went deep in the ball game last night. That one hit to right. Renfroe brings it in with a nice running grab.
Batting 8, the catcher, Joe Torre.
Man at first, Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Lays out and makes the play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the boys fired up in the dugout.
And welcome back. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
The right fielder, number 12, Hunter Renfroe.
Ryan back to work. Renfroe tries to hold up, appeal to first. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. And the righty deals. Swing and a foul straight back.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
In the air, right field. Sosa, long run. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
And here is Taylor Ward. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the second out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Giorgella steps in. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Right-hander kicks, deals. That misses, and 1-1.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now up is the Yankees DH, Roberto Clemente. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. There's so much Clemente can do at the plate and in the field.
That one ripped. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
So up next, number 50. Singleton scored his first time. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So man aboard, Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. On a line, base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Tyler Anderson won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jaime Barria. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Number 51, Jaime Barria.
Here's the second baseman, Don Mattingly. He's already homered in this one. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 6-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And now Ricky Henderson, 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Line drive to short and caught.
Now batting, the right fielder, Sammy
2 on with 1 out. Sammy Sosa stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Picks himself up an RBI, challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Next to hit, Mark McGwire. And that one is lifted in the air. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that
makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees 7 and the Angels nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
And the 1-0. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Got him swinging.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
So here's Christian Vasquez.
0-1.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball. Set down on strikes. Fastball to letters froze him for strike 3.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The pitch. There's a strike. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Angels go quietly there, not going their way. It's 7-0. Welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the catcher comes up to him. Joe Torre. The wind and the pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So, man aboard. Here's a big power threat. Roberto Clemente. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Cut off. Now a throw home. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the batter now, number 50. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Here comes Clemente around third. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Tag, not in time. He scores. It's 9-0.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And here is Derek Jeter.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And a foul ball left side. Chris, you can't forget that 3,000th hit for Derek Jeter at Yankee Stadium off of David Price and a home run. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So digging in, Don Mattingly. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Mattingly hitting third in the lineup. He's a former American League MVP. Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat, well, all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
0-2 now. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Ricky Henderson. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. That's in there. That's strike 1. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. 1 run across. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. And the lead continues to grow.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. One's in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle. Not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
They hand the ball over to a new arm. Base hit, left center field. Henderson around second, on his way to third. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out. Here's some real power at the plate. Mark McGwire, 1 for 2. In the air, left field. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 13-0. In there safely.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here is Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's a base hit, run scores.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Man at first with 1 gone, and here's the catcher, Joe Torre. Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couple of singles back to back. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Roberto Clemente stepping in now for the Yankees.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Line drive. Makes the grab, 2 away.
The batter, number 50.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Number 50 digs in now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. On to inning number 4. The Yankees lead this one 14-0. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And the right-hander back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Oh, 2 now. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And next for L.A., number 0. Popped up. Mattingly under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batter, number 1.
So in now for the Angels, number 1. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And the 0-2. And now 1-2. That one misses. The count now 2-2. And the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Halos hitless so far in the game. Next one just misses. And it's 3-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees out in front 14-0. And welcome back. Stepping in, Derek Jeter.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Herget back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And caught on the warning track.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And next for New York, Don Mattingly. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And a base hit into right.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
One down. And now the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And no one can get there. It falls in. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Stepping in the long ball threat, Sammy Sosa. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The relay to the plate. Tag. Too late. He scores. And they extend their lead. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Chris, you know, Mark McGwire was a first-round pick by the Oakland A's in 1981. But he was a first-round pick out of USC, and he was teammates there. Not everybody knows this, with Randy Johnson. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Yankees lead it 15-0. Welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Hunter Renfroe. And here it comes. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
He goes down looking.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Ward batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Gio Urshela to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That one close, ruled a ball, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. The Angels still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Angels are gone in order. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, number 57. This is his first appearance of the season. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, 1 for 3. The pitch. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Man at first. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Joe Torre.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
Now at the plate, Roberto Clemente. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now, number 50. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Here's a speed threat, Derek Jeter. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Well, Singy, Derek Jeter turned out to be a pretty good first-round pick by the Yankees in 1992. 6th overall. Remember, he struggled defensively in the minors, but now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. He circles the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 20-0. That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Andrew Wantz comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So up next, John Mattingly. Right side, hard hit. To first, finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
The center fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Here's the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Sammy Sosa getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, first baseman,
Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. Remember Big Mac and Sammy Sosa going head-to-head in 1998. McGuire ultimately would lead the majors in home runs that year with 70 of them. McGuire led the majors in home runs 4 different times, including his rookie year in 1987. That is the inning. Grand slam for the Yanks this inning. 5 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Brandon Drury. And a pitch. That's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Ground ball right side. McGuire steps on the bag, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Christian Vasquez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Vasquez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 205 pounds, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2008.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Good eye right there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. The Yankees lead it 20-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Judge, in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. Hard hit left side. Judge out of the play.
The catcher, number 13, Joe Torre.
Here's the catcher, Joe Torre. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Rips that one center field. Trout makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now the designated hitter, Roberto.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Roberto Clemente. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. That one felt good. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 21-0.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat. Watch it go a long way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And up next for New York, number 50. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swings through that one. 0-1. Wands, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Now the number 2 hitter, Derek Jeter. He's a guy who does it all. That one drilled left field. Back there. And out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they add a couple more. It's 23-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Now on the bump, Griffin Canning.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We're through 6 full. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's Mike Trout.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
0-1. Righty delivers. Here's a high chopper. Mattingly tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
And there's a foul ball. The Halos yet to pick up a hit here.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And he deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. To the right side. No throw. He's safe at first. Number 1 now at the plate. This guy has turned into a beast. In there, and it's 0-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Set for the last half of the seventh, and now the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. And a pitch. Into the outfield, base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Sammy Sosa will hit next. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Got it! Great leaping catch.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Man at first, Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Kicks and deals. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's off the wall. The relay to second. He's in there.
All over that one right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
It's Aaron Judge now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Base hit and a run in to score. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
First and second, one out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Roberto Clemente.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Righty to the plate. And fouled off. One out. Runners at first and second. Down the left field line. Base hit. Judge around third. He'll score, and they extend their lead.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
The new pitcher in the game, Alexis Diaz.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Number 50. Stepping in now for the Yankees. Ground ball left side, could be two. On to second, they get one. Throw to first, safe.
Now batting, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Digging in, Derek Jeter. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Scrambles back to second safely as a run scores.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
So first and second with 2 outs. Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. And a base hit into right center field. The run comes in to score from second, and the lead continues to grow. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ricky Henderson. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. Jeter around third. He will score, and they extend their lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Sammy Sosa stepping in now for the Yankees. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Here comes the 0-1. That's towards center. Trout is there. Makes the catch, inning over. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 29-0. And welcome back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Taylor Ward. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to kick the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ryan into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Urshela stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Oh, 0-2 as he waves at that one. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him looking. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swing and a bouncer, and he picks it up in foul territory. Kicks and fires. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Welcome back. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire.
The first baseman,
Diaz back to work. And there's a strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And the 0-1. That one pushed foul. Swing and a ball hammered left field. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So, man aboard. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And there's a rocket into the outfield. McGwire coming home. He'll score easily. And the lead continues to grow.
He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap. But I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Joe Torre, the next to hit. Into center and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
I mean, come on, have a game. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So now here's the DH, Roberto Clemente. To third might be two. Urshela over to second. How about that double play?
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives them a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Here's the third baseman, number 50. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that's the inning. On to the ninth we go, and a no-hitter on the line when we get back. We go to the ninth. Christian Vasquez, the hitter. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Three outs from a no-hitter. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Over to first, and Vasquez is gone. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. And first offering is fouled off.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Grabs it on the run. 2 down.
Man, 1 out away. We've seen no-nos get broken up on the final out before. Man, I'm excited and nervous all at the same time right now.
Mike Trout, the next to hit for the Angels. And the no-hit bid comes down to this. 1 more out to get. Swings and misses. Strike 1. He's 1 out away from a no-hitter. Fouled off. He was late.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He's done it. It's a no-hitter.
Congratulations to him. He was dominant all game long. Got some really nice play behind him defensively. It seemed like everyone was on board pulling for him to finish the no-hitter, but most importantly, get the W for the team.